Hello everybody, welcome back. It's my Lmacncheese, and tonight we got some Soulframe Preludes 13 update. A Jaquetta, or no, this is a Jaquetta of Virtues. Essentially, this big update. If you watched the last dev stream, was a bunch of balance changes, animations. This is like a general big quality of life update. So I don't think they like actual new content, but it's a lot of fixes to like animations, the virtue system. It's a total overhaul, which has been kind of being in need for a while now. So I can't wait to read all these patch notes. And before we get into this video, just drop a like and subscribe if you want. You'll comment, discuss a couple things, talking about Soulframe in the future, and that'd be great. So anyhow, let's get into reading all these patch notes. So Soulframe Preludes 13 arrives. A Triquerta, or Triquertra? Something like that. Virtues takes hold and Alka answers in kind. This update deepens the systems that shape your envoy, sharpens combat and movement, expands character customization, and brings in clear intent to the world itself. With a full ritual overhaul, new threats rising in Midrath, and more deliberate ways to answer the land's call. Preludes 13 marks a major step forward for Soulframe. I said there's no new content. I forgot there's like the towers and stuff like that in here too. They added in next. Okay. Please note this update introduces major changes for system to support envoys throughout these ships. All existing active accounts will receive a Preludes, Honor, and 100 arcs with the launch of Soulframe Preludes 13. That's so nice of them. I wonder if people who haven't started yet will get the bonuses that we did previously, or people who just currently play get them. So, the Virtue rework. Gleamed in Alka's seam night, find virtues bright upon Odin fright. Soulframe Preludes 13 delivers a full rework to the virtue system, using virtue prisms, stronger scaling, and deeper connections between virtues, equipment, and our arcanics. I'm reading really well tonight. I don't know why. Virtue allocation and virtue prisms. Now we see this during the dev stream. Look at this looks great. I love how this looks. These stones look so cool. And I like the animation they do too, kind of like rep. You had to see it, but each prism kind of does like a little animation depending on where it is, and depending on this is what's the oh that sword. Which are no longer assigned through manual point distribution. Instead, virtue prisms are now determined how virtues are distributed across courage, spirit, and grace. At the influence level, the equipped virtue prism controls the ratio of that growth, shaping how each build develops over time. This is kind of cool. Virtue prisms seek to create an approachable system that better balances virtues with chosen loadouts. This will be the first iteration of a system that seeks to create a simplified interface, with being the first step for a wider future of prisms possibilities to come. The change of virtue prisms open virtues. Set the prism UI to change a virtue prism. Choosing the virtue prism will save to your loadout. You know, the couple ones here. I think you had to find all these. You don't get all these. The only thing I hope the answer is, I don't know how things will scale. If everything is scaled off of one thing now, or how does that work? Because like each pack, something is scaled with spirit, something is scaled with grace, and something is scaled with courage. Now I'm not sure exactly how this works. Hopefully, to see downstairs, down here. Prelude 13 introduces 12 virtue prisms, each providing a different virtue ratio. Let's see. We're not going to read all these, so if you want to pause here, or the link will be in the description itself, so you can read this for yourself. Also, no camera. My camera doesn't work today. I don't feel like getting up to unplug it. It's been working all day, so you need my face anyway. So, to obtain virtue prisms, starter virtue prisms, an initial virtue prism is granted based on initial pack selection. Further starter virtue prisms will be acquired by discovering the enclaves. Visit the enclave and speak to its representative to receive the corresponding virtue prism. So this is even more reason to kind of go into your facts or to your enclave to get more stuff out of them. Which means I gotta switch back to my man Yothar. Let's see. Extreme virtue prisms acquired from virtue aligned enclave representative at 2 for one standing standing cost. See, now I hate this because now I'm like, if I switch, I gotta wait a whole week to like. We gotta change that. Hybrid virtue systems acquired from their virtual line enclave at rank 4 for one standing cost. I like these don't cost that much. At least it's better now that standing is more easier to get, unlike it was before. Wild virtue prisms acquired from Soulframe founders, which is anybody, me, I'm nobody, has these because I support the game. So virtue scaling, arcanic, and equipment change. Now listen to the equipment changes here. Virtues now play a stronger role in the fighting combat performance, which updated scaling across Arcane's equipment and core stats. Oh yeah, CVC. If I'm recording that. Virtues now enhance respective arcanics and have a stronger effect on playstyles. Assassinate Ode with Grace, let Spirit cast for magic, and Find Courage fortifies against harm. Grace increases the lethality of ambushes and mortal strikes. Attacks with the shadow aim for the head. Seeking armaments of precision and stellar grace by the grace symbol. Spirit quickens the magic of your pack, prevail beyond the fray, favor arcanics and schematic garb with a spirit symbol. Courage grants greater life to survive the bullets of battle, builds a warrior's arsenal tuned with a courage symbol. So I don't know if these are just descriptions for these, because Grace obviously is talking about more precision, so headshots. Spirit is for magic, and Courage is for more life. All virtues now contribute to life scaling, with Courage fighting simply a higher spellability. Okay, that's nice. That's because everything should kind of just give you some more life, and then some people who want more life will just go in Courage. Armor and weapon virtue changes. Equipment has been standardized around virtue requirements and attunements, allowing virtue investment to more clearly influence combat effectiveness. Weapons. Grip types are now standardized virtue attunements and requirements. Spirit attuned to magic weapons. Okay, so Spirit will affect like your gauntlets and there's something here actually. That's just being generic. That thing, anything can be Spirit, really, possibly. So the melee weapons, courage attuned to large melee weapons. See this I'm talking about. If they're large melee weapons, then I find it weird because right here, I think this is not the great sword for being a founder. Then why is this magic? Or maybe it's with a tune too. I don't know. Long blades, great swords, polearm shields, great attuned to small and non-magic range weapons, bows, fly blades, short blades. Fly blades, short blades. I assume short blades are daggers, right? A majority of weapons, however, will have split scaling capabilities, using both primary virtue requirement and additional virtue attunement to determine damage. Okay, that makes sense. Armor now has standardized virtue requirements to unlock its full effectiveness, along with virtue attunements that scale defense stats. Requirements and attunements are displayed in the item tooltip. This is gonna be a long video. Let's see. Spirit attuned to light armors, courage to heavy armors, and grace to medium armors. Okay. This is really changing things up a lot. That like I'm gonna make a video at some point. Well, it's not gonna be in depth video because I really do in depth videos at this time. But usually, what I do is when I stream this game, I'll usually go over the highlights or the points, the new stuff going on to see actually how the changes take effect. At least to my build that I'm currently running. Like weapons, some armor stats will similarly split scale to different virtue attunements. Virtue investment should feel visible and meaningful in combat, allowing both focused and hybrid builds to perform effectively with attuned equipment. To illustrate, a druid of Idris will boast unmatched magic and arcanic power, while a knight or paladin may wield casting devices with armor benefiting courage and spirit, welcome the balance of magic casting warrior. Yeah, because like Jotar and the flames kind of represent kind of magic and courage at the same time. There's not a lot of grace in setting motherfuckers on fire and blowing everything up. So there's a lot to it's very reckless, as he says. Or handle with care. Virtue attunement symbols have been added to arsenal clear reps in each attunement type. Weapon stats have been rebalanced. Increases the virtue requirement to the cap on counter weapons. Stability is more impactful, with envoys taking less stagger damage while blocking. Envoys will now flinch from attacks that would have staggered them previously. Envoys will now flinch from attacks that would have staggered them previously. So if you're blocking your stagger, you just flinch. Because getting out there was a pain though, because most of this there was no recovery mechanic to flip out of it or get out of the way. Equipment does not mean the virtual requirements will not grant this bonus stat. No penalties will be applied, which is nice. So if you don't care and just want to look dripped out, as cosmetics always do come first, this is what you get. Enemies can now deal increased magic damage to better support magic focused defenses. The Koga or can't cooldown debuff has been adjusted to scale with the updated spiritual effect. When an envoy meets the virtue requirement of any gear piece display as corresponding virtual icon in the top left corner of the equipment piece. When previewed in the compendium to better signify the bonus in that stat gained. So I assume what is this? Marvel's Bane. Is that I assume this is the the claw, and this look at the attunement slots right here. That thing, that's some chunk right there. That's some chunk. That's for a long blade. That's not even a great sword. That's a chunky short blade right there, or long blade. Blessed Runes no longer retune weapons. Instead of Blessed Runes now increase the virtue scaling of a weapon by adding an additional virtue to attunement line. Viewings available on stats. Oh, and Bless more journey will add one additional. So essentially, this is like almost Forma now. So he just gave this thing 5 blessings. Huh. Well, I don't know about 5, but how many he had from default plus the more. So, like, I wonder if they got rid of the scaling of each one of those, because each one scaled differently. So maybe it still does scale differently. The better ones give you more boosts, but they're still like different, attunements in these. So maybe there's like a +2 to courage, or maybe there's like hybrid ones too and stuff like that. So this is definitely gonna be interesting to see what that's all about. This is the part of the destiny where they were talking about the whole thing and stuff like that. This is the crew act changes. Let's see, alongside a virtual rework, several pack adjustments have been made to better align mechanics, passives, and skill trees with virtue scaling. Now, passives cannot be affected by virtues. Ooh. Mechanic kills are now affected by spirit. Arcanes not benefit from the perspective virtue. Courage will empower your courage. Your courage arcanic. What does that mean though? Courage will not empower your courage arcanic. I'm not sure what that really means. I don't know which one will be courage in the first place. Pack skill tree updates. Akin to being placed with healer. Healer, the healer hands recover life more efficiently. Everbound has been removed. Life scaling is now provided through virtues. So this is a lot of moving stuff and whatnot. I'm not too familiar with all the names to really know what this is really doing, but if you want to pause here to get what your classes, by all means. I do like Orangol. Because this is the one you use to get around the most if you don't, because we don't have any mounts. And sprinting is not the fastest, so Orangol is one I know very well. It's just the Wolf Pack. Howl now adds grace and envoy rather than courage, and no longer multiplies the virtue upon cast. Might chance now stacking multiplier, and the base might chances be reduced. The votives. What is this supposed to be? Oh, is this now that you can just do any bounty you want to by going to the tree now, I believe? The tales are no longer a matter of chance. At the roots of Alka, and all our dreams go unanswered. Rules are now available at World Trees to Alka, offering a clearer and more deliberate way to take on challenges. Each votive is a small offer left behind, waiting for an envoy to answer. Instead of waiting for tales to emerge nearby, envoys can visit a World Tree to view votives in the surrounding region and choose which path to follow. Each votive allows them to accept the tale directly from the World Tree. The challenge here at a glance. Track regional objectives across Midwrath, including collector spawns, sieges, and Avoctive's Gots. It's only a step for the world where there's always something to do, something to chase, and something calling from the roots of Alka. Without the hidden timers or passing missed moments, more refinement to voters are planned in the future. My biggest thing with this right here, essentially, is if this doesn't make you want to explore, like you will kind of go to the tree and then go to your mission. Like before, you kind of walk around and then just kind of do stuff in the world, and then a tail, bam, go to the tail. But there's not enough, and there's no like random events in this game. Kind of really, it's just like getting ambushed by people, and the whole it was the giant. No, it wasn't on this event, but we need more random events. We need more liveliness in the world. Like I said before, I want to see like the wolf mom walking around sometimes doing her thing, with her cubs or something like that. I want to see like the bear getting sat from the trees. I want to see the rebels and stuff like that out there doing stuff. We need to feel this game feel more alive. But now if we're doing this, I feel like we need more like random events, in the game kind of thing. Could replace Tales, just like a random civilian needs help, or something, a piece of art got destroyed, or you gotta fix it. Something to replace these that make you explore, make you just do a thing kind of thing, It could be a random boss is now walking through Midwrath, instead of being where normally is maybe this boss just walking through, fighting settlements or something like that. We need more just general things to do, something just to kill time, or just if you just want to explore, just things that just pop up in the world. I think it's a good idea, especially the boss walking through Midrath. Like instead of having I think they did change the timers and whatnot, but it should be cool to have just some kind of random world boss just coming through, or have the ship come down and something like that. So, Operation the Organ. A sickly old surgeon watches from above. Metis Gyan, played Doctor of the Stars, oversees his grand operation from a collector's sickbed drifting overhead. Below him rises the Organ, a massive polluter, the machine built upon a dendrite tower. The Organ eats brachial trees through its raging furnace, pumps ichor through iron arteries, and huffs tower air from its singing pipe ventilators, swinging black clouds into the atmosphere to make alkaline air breathable for the Ode. Oh, so Ode can't breathe. Oh, I didn't know that. At great expense to its inventor, Matt is gone. His lungs are poisoned by his work. The only cure is organs successful transplant. Huh. That's very poetic. You ever seen these giant? Cause it's like right here. There's like the giant grinders in the background. She would kick enemies into it, and he'd get grinded up. It'd be so funny. It'd be also like really sick. In the operation of the Organ, discover the Organ on Voltas at nearby world trees. Approach and act the Organ in Midrath. They had a Bromius to the world like that. We have the I forget the deer's name, but the deer is also there, as he pops like a spawn like this. And now we have Bromius. I don't know. I mean, the O definitely can just corrupt things and just kind of spew up whatever it wants. I hope they kind of add more challenge to these, or like add, I don't know, because this is like a Souls kind of thing where like you kill a boss, but then a boss becomes like a normal enemy kind of thing. But these are still bosses in itself, so hopefully they might do something. Oh, it's Ganroot. That's the new one. Man, I don't know. That's still a cool thing to add though. Not all bears are bound to be weathered wood. Oh, so this is not exactly so it's not Bromius. This is a different bear, I assume. Avadagar bear now stalks Mirage beneath moonlight skies. This is by night and untethered from the sap dreams of the our bear. This corrupted beast is adapted for open world encounters. Seek out the Velgar bear at night across Mirage to face its reward abilities and earn rewards. Oh, it's reward abilities. Okay. One thing I would like to see is if this isn't Bromius. I mean, of course, it's not Bromius anymore, but I like to see different like variant looks of these creatures, and not always the same three-headed variant. Because it's like every variant should kind of look different, or have like different heads, or different, kind of like different body horror about it. It'd be cool, like maybe it only has two heads. Maybe the one that head is on top. Maybe maybe it has like shorter, or maybe like longer claws. Maybe I don't know, like something to like just make them look different time you fight them would be nice. There's some kind of things in there. Mini quests. 3 new mini quests have been added to Midrath. Discover them by finding notes hidden throughout the world and follow their trail to uncover the stories they leave behind. It's part of our ongoing work to bring more discoverable adventures to Elka. This is cool. So you still have to do anything with the cheese yet, and then usually the things you read on the ground are lead to just lead the quests. So, Mistress of the Thread. A mysterious poem leads to sunken lad depths where every vibration is a death kneel and every shadow has 8 legs. Letting in a vial, a storm brews over cares for the stitching skittish, which brews something of their own. Deadwood. A legion of secure loggers split Deadwood for days, knowing not that even the dead can seek revenge. What I would like out of this, if we have these tales, there always should be like some kind of like reward. Obviously, there's gonna be a reward for it, but she have like his own weapon of some type, or a piece of gear, armor, some kind of like upgrade or something like that. And I think it should come with like a new game mode that gets some kind of new like mission type that gets added to the tree. Something that can just kind of roll back into what we had before. Like maybe this unlocks like alchemy. If you play Warframe, this is like alchemy. That's like new mission type kind of thing for the tree. Maybe. It's better color customization. Fun got hairs and stuff like that, and I think you got eyes and faces. As for Envoy's hair, hat features, and appearances have been added to Soulframe. How to access. Appearances cannot be refined through or vermilion in the nightfall, where faces and hairstyles may be changed independently of the original models choice. Please note, vermilion must be first discovered by cleaning the brew of hues. There's new hairstyles for all better types, expanded hair color options with improved tinting and material support, updated envoy head models with refined proportions, ability to choose from a range of complex options, ability to switch between the two available body types, available to recolor packs. Oh yeah, we finally have recolor packs now too. I don't know if I want to do that though, because some packs are really cool, but some were these like I feel like it really adds this just look to you. Like, look at this. This is not. This is like your ode pack, and it's just the way it is. I just kind of like because it's a different part of your body, but at the same time, why wouldn't we able to be color our own packs anyway? They're ours, you know. So this is the step toward deeper, more flexible characterization with more option and refinements a plan as alpha grows. Speaking of grow, I want my character to be taller. I think games days kind of make you these younger protagonists. I don't know if you don't have any muscle mass. You're kind of like just a shorter version of everybody else kind of thing. Like, for crying out loud, the giant lady who was with the roses, I forgot her name was. She's giant. She's a god. She's numbers over us. I don't know if it's because we're just short or she's just giant. I'll let that have something like that for our character, more definition, our character muscles and stuff like that. I want more stuff like that because I don't like being a small character. I want to be a big man with my big sword because I'm clearly compensating for something and just play like that. It'd be nice. So what we have here, I think they made changes to sword. I still want more combos in this game. I think combos is one thing I still make that video. I just remembered. Such fluidity befits an envoy. Prelude 13 aims to improve play controls and camera movement to provide a smoother gameplay experience, including physics changes that make envoy movement snappier. Camera and physics changes reapproach camera smoothness and movement motion while see like anything else. This is all on death stream. This is a good death stream. On envoy, improve FV zoom out, better catch incoming enemies. Camera envoy movements to improve responsiveness, reduce stiffness in envoy movement, smooth lock-on magnetism to allow for more responsive target acquisition. Reduce target swapping while pressing your block input during combat. See, we're still missing mantling, and I still want to be able to push off the ground. We got new weapons here. This is a new staff. I'm sorry for the descriptions because it's already 22 minutes long. We have I think these are the Yotar's magic gauntlets. I don't know if they're Yotar, but I think Yotar has to do with the sun and fire, and it has this iconic gray and gold on here, so I think this is Yotar's gauntlets. Yeah, the Fire Kings, yeah. And I'll be getting these because Yotar, that's my guy. I got his sword, got his armor. I don't even know which armor set. It's not my favorite armor set, but despite this is really cool. These are sick. I like these. These are really cool. These are the new dual daggers, I believe, or the magnetic twin blades. Excuse me. And just have that drop location here for y'all. Link in the description if you want to read anything and see it for yourself. This is the armor from the corrupted dude, but it's not corrupted, I believe. I wish there was a corrupted variant of the armor set. That would be cool. I do like it. Let's move down here. No system updates. Notes left at the world tree. Now use a creative phrase system. Anyone can select and combine first that phases from a message for claiming it with others. These changes help keep messages readable in the world, and I'm looking for all who pass through the bows. View command and apply it to notes left by fellow envoys. If I didn't know, this is basically like the messages from some Dark Souls or Onion Ring, and you can leave messages on the ground and stuff like that, but it's only at the tree. Maybe one day they'll make sprouts or something like that, but then I don't want to be like that because so many people in the ring, so many immature little kids and adults always leaving the most annoyingest messages that had nothing to do with anything, like secret wall here or tongue this here, something like anything, or dog, just nothing relevant, and you're just trying to be funny, and it's really annoying really fast. So there's changes. Added a new title loading screen when launching the game. Thought title has concluded. Available Maestro job from the Maestro and now. Are these the Maestro and Rostrum? I don't know what these are. These might be the weapons. Venerates, and this while all their thought rewards have returned to slumber. The waste bear fable can now be replayed with the journal. Added distinct category icons. You got all that. You know, take the characters via click and drag. Okay, that's nice. We needed this in the menu for customizing your armor and stuff like that. I think there's a lot of general changes here. Ooh, increased amount of real pearls found along rivers. That's nice. Well, still another thing we need to have like quick grabs. Cause I'm tired of like having to kneel down and grab everything. It's like Far Cry games, and we don't like Ubisoft around these parts. So having to sit there and grab every single item, like you should not have to do all that. We should be able to just walk over and grab it, or you know, if you stand still and grab it, then maybe they should have like mechanic. If you stand still and grab it, you maybe the chance to get more than one item that you grab. Maybe that'd be cool. But you know, I'm just thinking like more of like the flow kind of gameplay and stuff like that. So now I'll be alert enemies that are extremely close by. I like this because it's just like you will kill somebody and they're like right there. That's nice. Our faster return to the island once you finish investigating which enemies just have fought. That'll take longer. Oh, this is cool. I don't really play co-op, but this would be cool for later. Let's see. Made old red balloons destructible. Well, they not before. Gary. Capacity from the drop down. That's nice. A nice thank you message. Thanks. I like that. They did fix audio. I think George was his name. The whole thing about that was really cool. More clanks and better feedback on hits and stuff like that. Alright, balance many weapons, sound effects across weapons, sound more consistent, even. Yep. Let's see. We got a lot to Dora. Yes, I think it's all the good patch notes here. That's just just fixes in here right now. I don't believe I had anything in specific I was complaining about because most times, most of these fixes are they're not exactly niche, but I don't really run into a lot of issues with Soulframe at the very least. And I don't think everything here is usually gonna be fine. One thing in time I had an issue with like on co-op, some chests would not appear, but I was just starting co-op and maybe some things are too fast and that's about it. I don't really have a lot of bug issues that I've ran into recently. So yeah, a lot of good stuff here. I can't wait to jump in and try this out. Let me know in the comments which is your biggest change that you care about in this update. I know customization is a big one, and these Jotar gauntlets. So I mean, it's a great sword. I love these. These are so cool. I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't know if they're like courage-based gauntlets, or the spirit, or the grace. They're probably gonna be spirit, or I don't know. If you can make, I don't know. This is so many things to kind of wrap your head around. I really like it a lot. It's really cool. Thank you for the update, D. And a fantastic job. I can't get my hands on this. I was gonna stream tonight, but I'm too tired to stream, so I might play this after I get done playing some Absalom. That's the thing I'll do. I'll make a video for tomorrow, get some gameplay for this. So appreciate it calling by. Thank you for reading the patch notes with me. Everything will be in the description if you want to read it for yourself, or not hear me reading and messing up everything. And other than that, thank you for watching. Take it easy.